Hey you guys, okay, so I haven't been filming for a few days now. While I was visiting and in Chicago and everything, we were just so busy. We were with family the whole time, and I was babysitting kids, and then yesterday I went to my job interviews, and just driving in that Chicago traffic, and also being on the freeway, you have to like pay tolls every few miles. So I apologize, I haven't been filming at all. Probably a lot of that is just excuses, so I'm sorry. But it's been a really fun trip. I can definitely tell you guys all about it. But right now I am actually, it is Thursday morning. I decided to leave Illinois a day earlier than I actually originally had planned and taken time for. I'm actually driving up to Minneapolis right now. I knew that coming home I might want to kind of take a different trip, and I've never been to Minnesota before, except for the airport, and I've been through Wisconsin. I have a little bit of family there. We were there a few years back, and we just stayed over one night, and it was the middle of December, so it was freezing cold. So today I decided I'm gonna drive up through Wisconsin, gonna stay the night in Minneapolis, and then come home kind of a different route. So I've been spending all morning with my uncle. I'm really sad to leave, honestly. It was so nice last night. We just kind of like watched the baseball game together and had dinner together on the couch, and then this morning we just like we ate lunch together and watched television together kind of all morning, and talked about what my plans are with these job interviews and things like that. So I love him so much. Seriously, I'm so lucky to have a family like I do out here. So I'm really sad. I got to see my Aunt Joanne this morning too before she went to work. So anyway, I kind of wanted to tell you guys. So I took those interviews in Chicago, and I took two, and they were both really great. At the end of the day, I would be excited, honestly, to work for either of those places. They both said that, you know, they're still like interviewing people, and you know, whatever, they'll like give me a call. And so anyway, but I also haven't really talked a lot about this because I didn't want to like get my hopes up on it or talk about something like as if it was a sure deal when it wasn't. But I did a few days ago send my resume into the marketing department of Jimmy John's. So that kind of like sounds like it's a little backwards. Like, I thought you were like leaving Jimmy John's and wanted to like move to Chicago, and all of those things are true. I do definitely feel like my time being a GM is getting wrapped up now. But the marketing department of Jimmy John's is a little bit different. So what that is basically, if I were to get the job, I would go to a brand new state every single week. And while I was there, I'd work in a store and kind of like train their employees like how to sample sandwiches is what we call it. So yeah, I've been trained by marketers a few times with Jimmy John's, and I love it. I love the whole idea of like sampling and marketing. So anyway, it sounds like a pretty sweet deal. Their starting pay is more than I make right now as a GM, which is pretty much as high up as I could go in my current franchise. So it also just has some nice perks with it, like 4 weeks paid vacation and full benefits, and it just seems like a really good deal. And then probably what my plan would be from there would be move all of my things back into my parents' house for a little while. I would only be home on Sundays with this job because it's so much traveling. So I could definitely stay with my parents one day a week. Or I also have, you know, friends in South Jordan that I would want to be spending a lot of time with too, that I could stay with. So that would be a great way to just put away a lot of money if I could do that, because I wouldn't really have to pay rent at my parents' house. I might just have to like get a storage shed for some of my stuff. But that way I could just kind of like start piling money, and that way when I was ready to move to Chicago, then I would have enough money that I could get an apartment where I wanted to, and I also could kind of like take my time looking for a job that went really well. So I don't know. I'm still waiting to, I'm gonna wait to hear back from one of those places in Chicago that kind of sounded better to me. And then it's not as if I've like heard from the marketing department, so I definitely don't want that to sound like this is a firm thing and this is what I'm definitely gonna do for the next like 2 years or whatever. So, but anyway, if I went with the marketing team, I could probably still try to move to Chicago maybe by the end of next summer and stay on with the marketing team, but just like relocate my apartment from Utah to Chicago, and I think I would definitely be okay with that. I don't want to wait so long to move to Chicago. I'm getting kind of anxious, but I also want to be really wise with what I'm doing with my money. I'm 22, like, I'm still paying student loans. I have a personal loan with the bank, and, you know, I'm just trying really hard to get out of debt. I bought this car, which was probably the worst financial decision I've ever made, even though I really love this car. So, you know, I want to be able to, like, pay those things off and just feel like I'm in a good, like, healthy place with my money. That's really important to me. So, I don't know. I'm kind of, like, going back and forth. Really none of this matters until I hear from one place or the other, or I might just have to start applying at brand new places. I don't know. So anyway, that's kind of that whole spiel with the marketing team. Let me just tell you though, you guys, if I actually wanted to make money, I should just open a toll road in the middle of the freeway. That's what I should do. Over the past 3 days, I've paid probably close to $60 in between tolls and parking. This is a joke. This one specifically is $2. Hi. Thank you. See ya. Okay, that guy was actually really nice. I guess if I'm being honest, the extrovert in me kind of likes that I get to stop and talk to people every little section of time here. But this is getting out of hand. I shouldn't have to pay for friends.